Alright, yo, back with another motherfucking vlog. I'm giving you niggas that 2 for 1 today. The two most talked about battles on Twitter right now in the battle rap world: Tink the Demon versus Mike P, and Swave versus Danny. First of all, shout out to URL, RBE, shout out to the whole fucking culture. Everybody blogging, everybody battling. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's fucking showing up to the events, everything that's keeping the culture going, yo, support all that shit, yo, for real. Alright, let's get this started, yo. Because both battles was weird to me in regards to trying to pick a winner. I'm gonna start with Swave and Danny, because that shit was highly controversial. At the end of the day, I think it really comes down to the fact that we've all seen a better Danny Myers before. All of us, we've all seen a crazier Danny Myers. And even if you didn't get, you know, wild haymakers all 3 rounds, he gave you at least 1 round where it was crazy. And I felt like none of the 3 rounds Danny gave you was fucking crazy. Like, none of them. So, with that being said, you got Swave, who went super hard in the third, and he won the crowd over. You know, he was crowd control, he was on his shit, he had the participation, like, he was rocking up that bitch. Like, you can't deny him the third, like, he was handling his shit. And in the first, he choked hard as a, I mean, that shit was crazy. I'm talking about epic, Harlem Hospital, giving days out Harlem Hospital, like that size fucking choke, deluxe shit, like, niggas is saying, yo, well, can he win the third? I mean, can he win that third like that and win the whole battle just off the, like, no, yo, not off that third. Like, that shit was a good third, but it wasn't that great. It wasn't win a battle fucking good. So, I don't know, yo, it kind of depends on who you gave the first to. For me, I felt like Danny won the second just by edge. But like I said, he left the door open, so that's debatable, I'm sure. And it's like, if niggas said, yo, I had Swave 3-0, I'd be like, man, not really. But I wouldn't argue it, because it was like, was Danny crazy in any round? Like, he had good bars. He's gonna come with good bars, but like, did he like steal the round convincingly? No, like, no way. So like, in the first, if you counted the choke, this is the way I've been saying it. If you counted the choke, then he lost. He lost the first, and then I gave him the second. That would give Danny 2-1. But if you had any of those other rounds debatable, and you didn't count the choke, I can see you giving Swave the battle 2-1. So, it was debatable to me. I think it just depends on what means the most to you. I think just on the merit of how you call a battle, traditionally, when a nigga choke, especially if you choke that hard, like if a nigga slip up and get it back, I don't count that shit. Me, I don't. But if you can't get your shit back and you gotta keep starting over, you apologizing to the crowd and all, like, you fucking up. Like, you can't get your shit right, and that, you lose the round. Like, you can't win a round after you choke that hard. That's too much. So, moving on from that, I got Danny Myers 2-1. Moving on from that, Tink the Demon versus Mike P. Now, I'm gonna start right off the rip. I am not a fan of niggas who battle like Mike P. When I say that, I mean shit like, and I think I said this before on another blog, where niggas will say shit like, I stomp your baby rib cage out, and I pull a fetus out your mother, and I strike her in the head with lightning, and I'll align the stars and shoot you in the orbit with a galaxy gun, and I do, like, all that mystical, futuristic bullshit. That shit don't resonate with me, my nigga. Like, that shit don't score no points with me. And I really just be listening like it's a bunch of filler. Now, to not contradict myself, I will say that if it's put together cleverly, and if it's fucking meaningful in the battle, alright, I give you the points for that shit, but I don't really score a lot of points for shit like that. So, you talking about fucking wrestling and fucking Street Fighter and all that shit, like, I get it, yo. We done heard niggas go into all that shit, but he actually performed it very well in the second round. So I gotta give him mad points in the second, and I think that easily won him the second round, even though Tink had a decent second round. In the first round, I gave that to Tink, and I think, to be honest, I think I technically just wasn't feeling Mike P yet, and some of the shit he was saying was like, it wasn't hitting with me. So I guess maybe if I go back and rewatch this shit, I kind of change my mind. But I don't know, yo. I still felt like Tink won the first round and Mike P clearly won the second. Now in the third is where it kind of get debatable. Tink the Demon went off. This nigga was calling niggas out. This nigga was on his shit. I mean, he was losing his voice, but he was going into his bag, yo. This nigga was trying to kill everybody, anything in the area, yo, was trying to get crazy. And I think what killed it for me, for Mike, was like his second was so good, it was hard to come back with a memorable third. And I just felt like I don't remember much from his third. I remember Mike's third and Mike's first, but I don't remember much of, I remember Tink's third and first, but I don't remember much of Mike's third. So, I don't know. For me, I just felt like Tink the Demon got the battle 2-1. What I was trying to say was, to not contradict myself, is I like the line about sticking the knife in your belly and then turn into the bag. It looked like bagpipes. That shit was fire. But it's relevant to the battle because it's showing like, I'll attack you, I'll do this and that. And not to say that the other shit is not, but it's so fucking far-fetched mentally that it's just like on some whole otherworldly shit. And it's just like, that's that KOTD. I don't fuck with that shit like that heavy. Not that I don't watch that shit. Like, as far as URL is concerned, clearly Mike P to me is the best out there. He just a PG. I think he better than Real Deal. I think he better than fucking Snow. I mean, I don't know that that's even debatable. I think he got the charisma, the stage presence, he got the crowd control, he got it all working for him right now. Yo, he young in the game and he got it popping. So, I don't know. I think later on down the line, I'll change how I feel. I watched that battle a couple more times. Chris Unbiased was like, yo, Tink just got 30, and I was like, I ain't feeling that call, Chris. That 30 shit. I don't know, yo. But it was a good battle, yo. It was definitely replay worthy. It's got a lot of emotion and a lot of fucking dope bars and shit in the battle. So, that's one that I would recommend if somebody just want to kind of get a feel for what the culture is like right now. That's where we at right now. I'm looking forward to this 2-on-2 card. The more and more I think about it, the better it's starting to fucking sound. It's like, yo, this shit gonna be fucking crazy from top to bottom. So we waiting, yo. We waiting. It's this weekend, so hopefully we get some good reviews. I'm gonna be on Twitter all evening when that shit is going on. So I advise you niggas to do the same, yo. I'm wrapping this fucking blog up. I'm about to take my ass to bed. I'ma always respect the culture, yo, because I love this shit so much. I advise you niggas to do the same, man.